So that's how sick white is again, right? That's how sick white is, right? So I know that I have a white spiritual teacher out there, right? Teaching karma, right? And be like, right? And one of the things I teaching, right? There's a conversation really, right? There's me talking. There's not me battling anybody or anything like that. I tell her the reality. There's all these people that operate, right? All you know, right? That's the case. There's not gossip. There's nothing because I am fully aligned with the Quran where gossip and thing is concerned. Well, I don't. I just be by myself mostly. I don't talk about nobody and thing. So I just bring an awareness to a situation, right? All you know, I have a teacher who's saying that media is actually wrong, right? Because false news, false this, false that. Now I don't know, right? This could be true, this could be not. I noticed with COVID that I kind of see some lies and there are certain lies and shit circulating all over the media, and everybody knew, right? The media is used as a fearmonger and thing, right? With regard to crime, with regard to anything of the sort, right? And for COVID, the media was probably used to spread lies, generate lies, to create more fear, all this and the other, right? And we've been speaking out about this, right? And as you all know, there are multiple people like talking about this media being used for that purpose, right? Now I see a video, so whatever I see is for Allah to judge because remember we don't know, right? So whatever I speak about is for Allah to make the judgment about, right? So this King's Charles or whoever it is, whoever their name is, right? I don't even business, right? So hey, if I just see a video come up about King Charles being dead, right? And then our next video, after I make my video talking about the fall of power, right? They bring up our next video on my YouTube right after that, talking about that video being a hoax, that he's still alive, or whoever it is, wherever the royal position is. It don't matter to me because once that king before your name, you don't, I'm not searching you on Google. I don't care to seek knowledge on you, right? Once you have the title king before your name and you see yourself as a king or royalty, I not searching on you and to find out who you is, right? Or to seek knowledge on your mother cunt, right? I not searching about you. I don't want to know. You are king before your name. You're not worthy of being researched, right? Good. So listen, right? So this come up, right, saying that that King's Charles or whoever died. Because you know it is how 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 going straight down the line earlier. Right? So even if that person passed away and all saying, oh, I just want to use that as an excuse to say I know nothing. And because that's what it is do to use everything as an excuse to say I don't know nothing. Right? But the fact is that King 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 going straight down the line. Right? So if I see King Charles dead, right, and I make a video talking about the fall of power, right? And then the next video come up, right, and say, well, media lying, that's just a hoax. And then you come up and say, oh, that just to justify the white teacher who's saying media does lie. That just to justify the white teacher who's saying the media does lie. So before they look to change on itself, so before the media look to change and say, hey, let me speak the truth for once, you're looking to cause chaos and confusion. Oh, all because I had to justify this white spiritual teacher who's saying that the media does lie. All because I had to validate the work of this white spiritual teacher that's saying the mainstream media does lie. Right? That is white sickness, that's why you call white sickness is like a cancer and a pathology to society. Right? And all they proving all this stuff day in, day flipping out. All they validating all their own white sickness day in, day out, all the pathology. Sickness and mental pathology. Before you change yourself and say, hey, Mark Pass, you're talking about how the media is lie. Let me be fucking truthful. Before you're saying, hey, Mark Passio is lie, and Mark Passio is before you say Mark Passio is say media is lie, right? Before, right, you come and say Mark Passio teaching that the media is lie. Before you come and say, hey, let me change my ways, right? Let me change my ways and tell people the truth. You come putting out a hoax video about this one there and that one there, making it look like truth, right? And coming out then after saying it was a hoax. So Allah will be the judge between was it lie, was it truth about that situation, or whoever, right? In that royal position, whether that person is dead or alive, or if in an underground flipping tunnel, as them QAnon people were saying, right? And that's why I understand now why that QAnon group come out with, because when they have situations like this happening, right now I validate them now, because you know why? When it has situations like this happening, right? When it has situations like this happening, you have no choice but to assume it has some underground flipping tunnel, right? Where these people just go, right? And hide and bunker. Right? So anyhow, I don't even know the truth about that group or whatever it is, right? But listen to what I'm saying, right? If it is, you know Mark Passio to be some great spiritual teacher, and you see he teaching the mainstream media this lie, the first thing you're supposed to do is say, hey, I'm in the mainstream media, let me tell you the truth, right? not to want to validate his work, saying that the mainstream media does lie. You should want to say, hey, let me change myself and speak the truth. But then again, they don't even have to do the mainstream media because the English monarchy higher and they run the flipping mainstream media. So they could tell this man dead or alive, right? And all they just collecting the data at the end of the day. So not even only flipping false at the end of the day, right? So it's really to really annihilate these people because it's not even only fault. We're in May 2026, right? It's not even only fault. Because all you're collecting the data too from a group of people that actually running the whole wide world and feed, and they could decide whether they could feed the world lies or feed the world truth. So it's not even the mainstream media fault. So all this talk about all this mainstream media hoes and this and that he just be talking about, right? Just this is a comfort for Ole because you know why Ole normal, right? Ole real flipping normal, right? Ole normal, and that reflecting that he is actually the British monarchy fucking right, right? He is them because if he could call if it is that he know that hey, it's not even the media running the world, right? It's not even the media running the world. It's what if it is King Charles or you're making a freaking mockery out of the whole world, making one video saying King Charles dead, and next minute you're making a video saying it's a hoax, right? And that based on collection of data coming in. That based on the collection of data that's coming into the media. They're not based on media itself. Because hey, if I'm Trinidad media, all I think I have access to King Charles data, King Charles dead data. If I am a local, right, media person, a journalist, do I have access, right? Do I have access, right, to King Charles, life or death? I don't. People in CNC3, right? People in TV6, TTT, all they have access to King Charles, right? Death or life, whether he alive or dead. All they could get access to that information? No, all they can't. I can't. They make a video saying he dead, then they come again saying it's a hoax. Right? So all this shit, right? Now they want to believe, oh, this person is this your favorite spiritual character, your favorite religious character of all our history, calling you a hoe, a media hoe. Right? That's what he called earlier, right? And this for my local people, because you know as patriotic, right? This for my local people, right? This is all you know I don't give a shit about the rest of the world, right? This for my local people, right? Because all your favorite religious character be calling all a mainstream media hoe, right? That's why he losing earlier. That's why he lost earlier and he don't give a shit, right? All your favorite religious character call earlier a hoe, a mainstream media hoe, right? Good. So anyhow, just to bring some comfort to Alia, tell Alia know the truth, because I just speak the truth and nobody's tell Alia the truth but me. I am the only one willing to tell Alia the truth about the situation, right? So when you have condition like that, so this is from local media now, and this is a lesson for Alia, right? If Alia was involved in any lies or untruths, right, to help to sustain your profession and your job and your work, right? Because I am helping you to sustain your profession and your job and your work, right? And this to provoke changes within you in local media, right? If you was involved in lying during COVID, during the other events, right? To report the truth, write the truth, speak the truth in your local journalist experience. Record the truth, write the truth, speak the truth in your local journalist experience. Right? Do not be like these people, and they are examples, and they are poor flipping examples, right? Because white want to justify white. You don't care if somebody is the truth or not untruth. People don't care, right? They don't care. Hey, this is truth, this is untruth. You know what is justifying? Each other. There's enemies towards each other, you know. Enemies towards each other, right? White enemy against white. But when it comes to race, all our way is one. Right? White pathology is how it functions. Is how it's called. White pathology. Right? So they now, English now, want to what? He is one of them, right? So English now want to justify what is he saying, so they're lying. So they're lying to the whole world. King Charles dead, death is a hoax. So confusion now. So us in the local media now, you in the local media now, right? My girls in the local media now, my guys in the local media now. You do not want to be like these people. They are poor examples. Right? Do not stop taking pattern. Right? Stop taking pattern. Stop taking pattern. Independent yourself from these people. Right? Stop taking pattern from British media, from American media, from all these things. Right? A poor excuse of people. Poor excuse of our people. Right? So this is for my local people. Right? You're in the media, speak the truth, speak nothing but the truth. Right? You're writing an article, write nothing but the truth, right? Because it's based on information it's supposed to be directly collected from persons, not somebody calling you online and saying, hey, King Charles dead, let me report this, right? Once you don't know something, do not report on it. Once you do not have direct access to information, do not report on it, right? Because that is what causes people to say, hey, he's a liar, he's a liar, he's a liar, right? If you don't have access to information, we don't know, right? Yeah, hey, we is a dot compared to them, right? We are a dot. Trinidad is a dot, right? Compared to England. You think, right, them gonna let you know if King Charles really dead, you all gonna think they're gonna let we know if one of them girls in the British monarchy really dead.